Back on release, Payday 3 was a certified dumpster fire. I made 2 videos on it, and I still didn't cover everything wrong with it, but one man had a vision. A vision for a world where every issue I had with Payday 3 was fixed by the very next week. A vision where Payday 2 players wouldn't judge Payday 3 by the contents of the game, but the character of its visionary roadmap that features things such as an unready button. Now, I didn't see his vision at the time, but do I see it now? A few days wiser than the last time we spoke, I'm here to ask, is it next week yet? Hell no, it isn't even tomorrow, pimp. Holy shit. I'll tell you how they're doing. They added an offline mode that doesn't function offline. And if you have no Wi-Fi at all, you can't even make it past the start screen. Figure that shit out, huh? But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go one by one. Number 1, praise Jesus and Swedish meatballs, the matchmaking got fixed. Now I can finally go back to ruining people's stealth runs.
I just can't wait for these guys to find out this isn't actually a stealth mission.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Which they're about to find out right now. There's the camera, there's the camera. Number 2, let's talk about the AI. I compliment the AI for improving because I went to take a shit in the middle of a heist and didn't die somehow, but after looking at the footage, I kind of realized that the enemy AI and the friendly AI are just equally special. You get what I'm saying, pimp? Sometimes I wander around maps and just stumble upon Dozer sitting his fat ass in the basement doing nothing. One last thing, still can't command my squad mate to stand in a goddamn circle. Number 3, turning a negative into a positive, the laggy servers we had on launch have now left with the player base. Now the game just crashes like a man with some goddamn dignity, and no, there's no rejoin feature, nor is it on the roadmap. But remember, this is the initial focus roadmap. Rejoin could easily be on the stretch goal roadmap, and as for voice chat, they don't know of such technology in Sweden. And now let's slow down for a second, because now I want to break out an entire problem this game has. These Swedes hate fun. Payday 3 is neither realistic nor power fantasy, but instead a purgatory where everyone gets fucked. Their design philosophy is, that looks like a fun idea, Felix, scrap it! Where does this piss me off the most? The new guns. The DLC guns fall into 2 categories. Good ideas, bad execution. Bad ideas, worse execution. They were in such a hurry to get this marksman rifle that does SMG damage out there, when we should have been slinging dual Uzis by Christmas. They're out here adding a damn UMP-45 when we should have had an MG-42 by Hanukkah. I should have been able to smack a bitch with a spoon by Easter. But here we are with the water gun for modern audiences. That being said, there are some good additions, but they took the balls out of every last one of them. They added an LMG with a 100-round mag, but then they balanced it with 6 body shots to kill. You take a 1-shot revolver, you force a commercial break between shots so you can't unload like you could in Payday 2. They also cranked the spread while moving up to 1,000 so the bullets do a fucking U-turn out of the barrel. Now, does the fact that I'm hip firing help anything? No, of course not. But what else am I gonna do with these boring perks? Run a hard scoping build? June's over, buddy. I'm not doing all that. And this isn't a DLC gun, but the 50 cal still fires disappointment and lies. And before you say, if you want all that, why don't you just go play Payday 2? I am. We are. I'm just here for fun. The hell else do I have to talk about? How the Horizon Zero Dawn show got canceled after the showrunners realized that not even they gave a fuck about that game? No thanks. I've got $90 into this one. Like it or not, Starbreeze is my Swedish baby mama now, and I'm just popping in to see how everything's going. Now let me take a deja vu break for a second to say these 2 SMGs are a cock hair off, yet one can one-shot headshot and the other one hurts his feelings. Just bring back the numbers. Holy shit, despite common belief, Americans can count up to about 200. And while you're at it, I noticed fixing the armor system wasn't on the roadmap. Let's get that on there because no one likes this new Warzone armor plating system. And how do I know that people prefer the old armor system? Go into any match in Payday 3 and you're gonna notice that all of your teammates are wearing purple armor. Now what does this mean, FLEEK? I'm gonna tell you, pimp. It means that they're all wearing the new kind of regenerating armor that's basically, much like the rest of this game, a shittier version of Payday 2. But as long as we're talking about new additions, Starbreeze decided, you know what people are gonna have a blast with? An enemy that hides somewhere on the map, spawning an infinite number of attack drones. And if you played Breakpoint, first of all, I'm sorry. And second of all, you know why this is a horrible idea. They're annoying as hell, man. That's really it. So now let me get this straight. I can't have a drum mag in my AK, but they can rip an infinite number of drones out of their prison wallet? Actually robbing a bank seems like it would be more fun than playing Payday 3 right about now. Jesus. But let's dial it back. It's been an intense 5 minutes of hate, and to be honest, I don't hate this game that much. I like many things about it. So let's change gears into the positive changes since launch. First of all, the leveling system is now based on completing missions rather than the challenges where you'd have to Hip shot 3 werewolves on a blood moon during a hurricane while your wife is in labor with another man's child. So there you go, you guys are getting it. And they've also made 2 new maps and ported over 2 old ones from Payday 2, all on their own. Now, neither of those is the First World Bank, and neither of the new maps were a knockoff of the First World Bank, but they're trying. What is a scrappy upstart valued at? 474 million secs? That's gotta be a lot of real money. Good for them. Good for them, guys. I wish them well. And how could I forget? They also added a new perk line that lets you carry 2 bags at a time. That was a great idea, Rocky City. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I gotta snap back to reality here. On release, it was said by fans of the new shit that it's okay Payday 3 is lacking on content because Payday 2 lacked content on launch as well. They'll just sell the rest of the game after launch and make it great just as Payday 2 did. So now that we're 10 months down the line, let's find out how the race is shaping up. In the first 10 months of Payday 3's release, they've added 8 new weapons and 2 new heists. In the first 10 months of Payday 2's release, they've added 19 weapons and 8 new heists. And I didn't track how many mass attachments or anything else because I don't care. The point is, Payday 3 is falling way behind in the finish your game race. They're giving a rather presidential performance. They've taken so long to deliver on their season pass that they've renamed the tiers from 6 month and a year to silver and gold. You guys might want to update that listing on Humble. And listen, I'm not gonna act like Payday 3 charging me for the rest of the game is new because Payday 2 did that shit first. I knew what this relationship was gonna be. I knew she was a gold digger all along. What I'm saying is that I want Payday 3 to rob me of even more of my money even faster. I didn't think I'd have to ask a AA, AAA, whatever the hell A company to rob me in 2024, but shit, these are innovative times we live in, pimps. Starbreeze, if you're watching, baby, I've got an offer for you. Listen to me. For a measly $6 million, Sweet Pimp Inc. will advise you on how to repair this game's reputation, and here's a taste of the advice that you can expect. First, undo every last dumbass change your game designers thought was a good idea and realize that maybe wheels were just meant to be circles. Maybe regenerating armor is more fun than constantly rubbing my tits every 3 seconds. Maybe LMGs can go back to 1-shotting bare chests and 2-shotting light armor. Maybe we don't have to put a fucking intermission between the hand cannon shots. Maybe we can just shove all those drones back up that nerd's ass. Maybe the real vision of Payday 3 is just Payday 2 in a 64-bit engine. Maybe that's enough. Maybe. We'll stay by the phone in case you call. Either way, I'm already $100 of bad decisions deep, so we're in this together now, Starbreeze. Like Thelma and Louise. Fleeking the fuck up. We're going to the edge of success, baby. I'll see you all next week. Trying to do big things, Viper, and you're getting fucked up by the same goddamn enemy. And if I get fucked up by him because goddamn it. Thanks to the flock of pimps for bankrolling this video, and another huge thanks to all the pimpers for buying the mass. What in the goddamn hell is that?
Let's see what kind of a shot you are, Pilgrim. Take a crack at this bottle. You missed that one. Try another. You missed that one. Try another. You missed that one. Try another. Nice shooting. Try another one.
No, what?